Hello world, my name is Siri. I was doing the aircraft models reviews here before. And now I am doing this again, but using English as requested by color. Let's start with this 1 to 400 scale Lockheed L-1011 using the criteria that being used in color, Aviation, Instagram and Facebook. First, 5 stars for the section of Airlines and Livery. This L-1011 by Blue Box in 2005 is the only option for such orange theme Lockheed L-1011 house colors in 1 to 400 scale even for now. Therefore, if you are collecting house color livery as a collection stream, this is quite worth to consider if the condition is still fine. Next, 5 stars for the section of aircraft type. As the only option for the house colors of the Lockheed L-1011, this is meaningful to collect if you are one of the aircraft types oriented collectors. Then, 5 stars for the section of Airlines Fleet. Again, due to being the solely option of Lockheed L-1011 house colors, this is worth to consider if you are building Lockheed aircraft's fleet. Let's watch the aircraft model for a while before I come back to the next section shortly. However, when we come to the mold and material section, this can only have 1 star. Even though the blue box mold of Lockheed L-1011 is fine even compared with a modern mold, the major issue is their choice of material. For your info, this L-1011 color is collecting has 1 landing gear broken due to cracks of the material. Color just barely stick it back with glue. And now need to handle this model with care. That's why this section has the low star index. The paint and details section is also not very good. Only 2 stars for that. Since there is another major issue of the blue box aircraft models, especially the L-1011, which is the sand and even bubbles that appear on the paint. You can see some on the wings and make it looks not smooth. However, this model can already be classified as in relatively good condition, as there are a number of them have significant bubbles that is not desirable to see. At least this one is easy to hide while taking photos. For other collectible reason and rarity section, this can have 5 stars. As mentioned, this is due to the only option of the Lockheed house colors L-1011. Also, as the blue box no longer produces 1 to 400 aircraft models, this is a good choice if you do not own any blue box L-1011 mold. One more thing is, if you find an acceptable condition of this release, that is already rare enough nowadays and worth to consider if the price is not too far away with the modern NG models. 3 stars for the price section. The price can be quite varied and the range is wide nowadays for this model. On one hand, this can be quite low in price as the condition may be already worse enough that the seller no longer want to keep it. On the other hand, this can be expensive due to the collectible reasons just mentioned, and the rarity of this aircraft models, especially for those is still in acceptable conditions. A reminder is, when you come across one, especially on the internet, pay more attention and be careful due to the condition issue just mentioned. It is better that you can check the model before making decision for this L-1011. 2 star for the investment section. As suffering from the material issue mentioned before, This is not worth for investment, as this may not able to keep the condition long enough for a price raise and sell it. Also, as the large number of releases of L-1011 in the recent years, especially the NG model, a high chance that this will be re-released. If so, this blue box version will become not that special instantly, and the only attractive point that left will be the mold of blue box. To conclude, there is overall 3.5 stars for this blue box L-1011, and a 3.45 stars from the Instagram objective voting. The house colors livery make this really worth to consider, but the material and the paint issue is really affecting the consideration that should we collect it or not. If you are a junior collectors, I think this is too hard for you to collect one in acceptable condition yourselves, as you are still lack of experience. If you really want one, maybe you could seek assistance from more experienced collectors, or you can wait for the re-release by the modern manufacturers. For more details, you can find that in our Facebook, or the consolidated result in our Instagram at Color Aviation. If you love my review, or this aircraft model, you can give us a like and even subscribe us for Color Aviation. Thanks for watching Color Aviation. See you next time.